Hi everybody, this is Stephen Pugh of the Home Bible College. I want to do another video. This is video number 41 of the Home Bible College. It's the Pastors Course. And the particular proposition of this small video is, don't believe everything you hear and never gossip. Now this is one of the greatest slip-ups that one can make in ministry, in pastoral ministry, which is to be found to be talking behind people's backs. This is a very great mistake and a very great evil that can occur in churches. The idea that one could never say anything about anyone ever when they're not present is, of course, completely impossible. What we mean by speaking behind people's backs is saying derogatory things about a person when they are unable to defend themselves or even to correct misunderstandings. This is such a simple thing that one would not think that it would need to be mentioned, and even the non-Christian knows that this is generally a bad thing. It's very easy to slip into this sort of a habit, and this is something that the pastor must be very careful to avoid. John Wesley was very specific on this point. He always said, if you have something to say, then say it to my face. And those who correct me when I'm in the wrong are my greatest friends. Got that? My greatest friends. On one occasion, somebody criticized John Wesley to his face in a meeting, and some people rose up to defend him. And he said, no, don't defend me. I need to hear this stuff. I need to hear the criticism. Because if you don't say it to my face, then you'll still say it behind my back, and then I won't be there to defend myself. Harold St. John, one of my greatest heroes, a saintly man of God, found this to be quite a trial. One day when he was in conference, quite outspokenly, someone repeated something about what had been said when they were now in the presence of the person that they had spoken about, and he said, now that this person is here, I'd like you to repeat what you said when they weren't here. Now this caused great offense. However, he pointed out that speaking about someone behind their back was cowardice, and they should speak plainly to the person concerned if they have anything to say. No one ever tried to tell him gossip again. What was the effect of this? It meant that unless the person was telling you something, then they had nothing to say to you. This meant that everyone could live at ease. They knew that nothing was being said of a derogatory nature behind your back, because it was not being said to one's face. Of course, the whole point of gossip is the destruction of a person's character without redress. That's the point of gossip, and that is contrary to everything in Scripture. One should not have unkind thoughts about anyone, and any unkind thought should never be expressed in the absence of the person concerned. And for pastors, there is nothing that can shatter his reputation for confidentiality than finding that his confidence has been compromised. Now, the other point is that when you're told something about another person and you're not being asked to pass judgment on the matter, you must not agree with the gossip. You must remember that the judge is always supposed to be on the defense of the person that is slandered, unless, of course, it is proven to be found to be true. But even then, the innocent party must have an opportunity to redress the balance and to explain their behavior. So it's a serious matter. You have somewhat of a duty to investigate and to do so with complete impartiality. And if the gossip is found to be untrue or presented not fairly, then the person who told you this information must be told what your judgment on the matter is. Now, people who spread gossip and people who speak gossip like to be in incognito. They like to express their thoughts in private. But anything that exposes them to public attention will kill this bad habit dead. One of the cornerstones of pastoral life is confidentiality. There will be things revealed to you that are private. However, one needs to be careful that one is not drawn into a situation in which one takes sides over an issue. After all, you are to love and care and remain faithful to both sides, and you will need to stand aside from petty squabbles in church life. I can't tell you how many people have come to me over the years and said, "This is what I think about a certain person. Do you not agree? Do you not agree?" And the first question that must come to my mind, even before they say a word, is this, is what am I going to say to that person that's being criticized when they stand in front of me and say, "Did you agree?" What am I going to say then? You see, don't believe everything that you hear. Take everything with sound judgment. Paul said in Philippians chapter 2, he says, "Therefore, if you have any encouragement from being united with Christ, if any comfort from his love, if any common sharing in the Spirit, if any tenderness and compassion, then make my joy complete by being like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and of one mind. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of the others. In your relationships with one another, have the same mindset as Jesus Christ. Do everything without grumbling or arguing, so that you may be blameless and pure, children of God, without fault in a warped and crooked generation. And then you will shine among them like stars in the sky as you hold forth firmly the word of life." Chapter 4, verse 2, "I plead with Judea and I plead with Syntyche to be of the same mind in the Lord. Yes, and I ask you, my true companion, help those women, since they have contended at my side in the cause of the gospel, along with Clement and the rest of my co-workers whose names are in the book of life." Now, Paul did not take sides here. He did not even mention what the disagreement was all about. He just told both sides to be of the same mind, that is, the mind of Christ. He continues, "Let your gentleness be evident to all." And finally he says, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned and received or heard from me or seen in me, put it into practice, and the God of peace will be with you." And now we have our questions, just 4 this time. How do you cope with gossip? What do you do about it? How do you prevent yourself from gossiping? And how do you try to see the best in others? These are great questions, important questions, questions to come before the Lord and to think about and to pray about. And we look forward to speaking to you on our next occasion. God bless you. Bye for now.